Well, hi, Peter, and thank you for agreeing to talk to me today.
Hey, my pleasure, Joanne. Always happy to chat about what we do as insurance professionals.
Great. So I think what we should do is start there. Who you are, what your role is, what the organization is that you work for.
Well, my name is Tessier. I'm an insurance professional, like I like to call myself. I've been in the industry for 20 years. I'm the VP of Sales and Marketing for BSI Insurance here in Manitoba. We're a regional brokerage with offices across in 16 communities across South Central and West Eastern Manitoba, but with business across Western Canada into Ontario. So I basically sort of help make sure that our branding and marketing about our products and who we are gets sent out, and I support all our sales initiatives in terms of our teams, our offices, from a retail level of the standard personal lines insurance all the way up to complex commercial and agribusiness risks. I'm sort of the person who answers to the companies, answers to the sales team, and helps them when they need help. It's a jack of all trades and an adventure every day.
So tell me, how many hours are in your day compared to mine?
Well, there's 24 hours in the day. It's just a matter of how many of them I decide to use.
Wow, that's a lot on your plate. So thanks for sharing that. With all of that, we all know that there's some challenges that we're seeing in our insurance industry, but what exactly are the issues that you're seeing? Some of the primary issues in the market, within your organization, perhaps within your role that you're facing each and every day right now?
Well, that's a loaded question. How much time do you have?
I know, I
Look,
know.
I think from a high level, the insurance industry, when it comes to property and casualty insurance, is going through a transformative change right now that had already started before the tentacles of the hard market reached up and gripped everyone in a near stranglehold. What we're facing as an organization here at BSI is the culmination of dealing with markets, market capacity, changing market needs, and changing market underwriting requirements, particularly when it comes to everything outside of personal lines. The other thing that's compounding that is across the industry, we're also having what was predicted many years ago, but we're having the phase out of the last of the baby boomers, the ones who have been in the industry a number of times. So everyone is usually dealing with succession issues. In our organization, it's particularly prevalent simply because of makeup and some of the legacy people we've had in the industry for so long. They're starting to phase out. And one of my biggest challenges is, how do we take the knowledge out of those people, the information that they've experienced over their careers, and preserve it so that we can use it in our next generation? That's going to get us through from into the next phase of our growth plans and opportunities, because we don't want to lose it, and it's a big issue. The technical side of insurance, that's always going to be there when it comes to changing behaviors from companies and risk models, but our knowledge base, that one is something that you deal with. You only deal with something like this every few generations, and
Right.
unfortunately, with the baby boomer generation, this is a big issue, and we don't want to lose track of what we have as they go off to do more less stressful things.
Yeah, they've enjoyed their drives in the country in the sunset, because it's been a long career for people that are baby boomers. But have you figured out a solution to getting that information out and preserved?
Yes, we found a couple ideas that we're exploring. I don't think there is a true solution, because every situation, every person, every class of business and sort of sales channel is a little bit different. Our solution is to sort of find an underlying mentor or underlying prodigy who can be mentored by that person, and then get them working in tandem with, whether it be a support entity within the organization, such as an account manager, and then having those relationships build one-to-one so that there is a direct linkage between the legacy person and the up and coming person who we want to build into those shoes. And the sooner we start that, identifying those people and moving them into position, we're going to find who's ready, who isn't ready, and then what we need to get them ready if there is that opportunity of saying there is a gap. And that's the way we've addressed it. So right now in our organization, we've got between 5 and 6 people, depending on how someone feels of which way they're going to go. And then we're basically streamlining up to support them and have that transition happen.
Wow, that's so great. I have always been a huge supporter of mentorship programs because, of course, the information that these legacy people have is wonderful to the proteges, but the proteges also teach up as well to those that have been around the industry
Absolutely.
for a long time. So that's terrific. So let's move into how we're connected, and one of the reasons why I want to talk to you today. And with iC3, we conduct monthly sales leaders forum, and you're part of that forum. And so I'm wondering if you could speak to what your experience has been with the sales leader forum that's been facilitated by Rick Bowman over the last little while.
Well, that's probably one of the few things on my calendar I look forward to and try not to have to reschedule or miss, because it's an educational thing that's shared amongst peers who aren't necessarily your direct competitors. One of the more interesting things about the insurance, the independent insurance brokerage model, is that while we all are all competitors, we're very supportive of each other, and you want your peers to succeed as much as you want success yourself. It's very different from other industries. What's great about the Sales Leaders Forum with iC3 is we're bringing in people from areas I wouldn't have exposure to. So I'm not even in direct competition with them in some cases, but I'm getting all the benefits of what they're learning from their areas, because there's a lot of interesting information that can be transferred over based on region, provincial area, provincial divisions and such, because insurance is a provincially regulated industry. We get the benefits of having insights from different areas, and you say, hey, that might not work entirely right here, but the underlying idea is brilliant, and I can take a piece of this and put it in. It's that forum that allows us to share things. And Rick has done a tremendous job of opening us up so that we are encouraged to share, and he gets stuff pulled out of us. Sometimes we come out of those things and he follows up the end of the meeting and he goes, so what's your takeaway? And some of us have laundry lists. I mean, that's fantastic. You know, you may not be able to use everything, you may not be able to act on it all, but you've got some information there that you can come back to and you can think, hey, remember we were talking about that at the Sales Leaders Forum? You go back, you look at your notes from the day, it goes, yeah, that's right, it was so and so said this. Then you can shoot them an email and said, hey, where did you guys get to with this, and did you experience this obstacle? And next thing you know, yeah, we did, we overcame it by this, or we haven't figured that one out, but we went this way instead. And it's just an amazing way to connect, to find solutions to some actual really common problems that everyone's facing, no matter where you are in the industry.
Sometimes nice too to know that you're not alone, that you're in your case,
Absolutely.
you're in Manitoba. Maybe this is a Manitoba thing that I can't shake. And then you find out with Alberta or Ontario, Saskatchewan, that there's some similar issues there that you
Yep.
can, you can connect over.
Absolutely.
So just to wrap it up, you've talked about how these forums have helped you. What has it done for your business or perhaps your role? Could you expand on that a little bit?
So what's great is with the Sales Leaders Forum, let me say that better. With the
I
Sales Leaders Forum,
Good.
we're sort of all high level in our organizations of what we look and manage for. And so I have my own sales team forums in my own at the brokerage here that we meet regularly and discuss things. I can take those ideas back, and I can also take ideas up and bring them forward. So what it's done is it's given me another avenue to provide support to our team, to get ideas going and to cultivate ideas. Some of the discussion points and how Rick asked questions, I use the exact same things in our meetings because it generates results. So there's a wonderful trickle down effect that allows you to take the experience you have at the top and move it over to another part in your organization to get conversation going, share ideas, and find solutions. It's fabulous that way. We've had great success with some of the things that have come out of those meetings, and we've adopted them into our processes and have some regular agenda items. One of the things I do now is, what's your takeaway at the end of the meeting? And it encourages contribution. You can call on people because not everyone likes to talk in a open forum, particularly virtually. And this is just having that has allowed me to engage way more people so that they can talk amongst themselves, and it keeps everyone connected. And I'm really grateful that we have that opportunity via iC3 to make that happen.
Oh, that's great. And, I've said this about Rick Bowman for many years, and it still holds true that it's a master class in facilitation when you are involved with him and he's conducting a session with anyone, prospects, clients, whatever the case may be.
Absolutely. He's very good that way.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. This has been fantastic. I really appreciate your time.
Hey, my pleasure.